Do you know what is the fundamental unit of life? It is cell. Cell is called as the fundamental unit of life. Do you know who discovered the cell? It's Robert Hooke. In 1665, Robert Hooke observed a thin slice of cork under his own microscope. He found small box-like structures. They were like small rooms of a honeycomb. Robert Hooke called these boxes as cells. The meaning of the word cell is little room. So cells are the building blocks of all living things. That means all living things are made up of cells. Certain organisms are made up of only one cell. Means the whole body of the organism is only one cell. Such organisms are called single-celled or unicellular organisms. Uni means single. Examples of unicellular organisms are bacteria, amoeba, paramecium, and chlamydomonas. Some organisms are made up of many cells. Such organisms are called multicellular organisms. Multi means many. Examples of multicellular organisms are plants, trees, animals, and human beings. All cells of a multicellular organism develops from a single cell. Cells produce new cells of their own kind by cell division. All cells come from the pre-existing cells. So here we learnt three important points about this cell. These three important statements are collectively called as cell theory. Let us see what are those. 1. All living organisms are composed of cells. This means that whether an organism is a single-celled bacterium or a complex multicellular organism like a human, all life is fundamentally made up of cells. 2. The cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. That means cells are the smallest unit of life that can carry out all the processes necessary for an organism to live. Cells are the building blocks of life and perform various functions depending on their special job. 3. Cells arise from pre-existing cells. This statement is given by Rudolf Virchow. It tells that the new cells are formed from pre-existing cells through the process of cell division. These three principles are collectively called as the cell theory. We learned that multicellular organisms are made up of many cells. Is the whole body of a multicellular organism is made up of similar kind of cells? No. Multicellular organisms are made up of different types of cells. Now, let us see the different types of cells of our body. Muscle cells, blood cells, nerve cells, bone cells, ovum, sperm cells, fat cells, etc. Why these cells are in different shape and in different size? The shape and size of these cells depends on the function they perform. You know that in our body, we have different systems to perform different tasks. For example, heart pumps blood, liver secretes digestive juices, kidneys filter the blood, and brain controls the body. This means that in our body, different jobs are done by different parts, just like how different people in a factory does different jobs. We call this as division of labor. We will observe this division of labor inside a cell also. A cell is made up of different parts and each part performs a specific function. Now let us see the different parts of a cell. Generally, a cell has three main parts. They are cell membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm. Cell membrane or plasma membrane. Cell membrane is also called as plasma membrane. Plasma membrane protects the inner components of these cells, just like how our skin protects our inner parts. Plasma membrane controls the entry of materials into the cell and also controls the exit of materials from the cell to the outside environment. It works like a checkpost between two different states. You know that at the checkpost, checking of vehicles and verification of licenses is done. In the same way, cell membrane verifies the materials and decides whether to allow them inside or not. It permits only the selected materials. For this reason, cell membrane is called selectively permeable membrane. Now, let us see how the exchange of materials takes place between the cell and its surroundings. The exchange of gases takes place between the cell and its surroundings by a process called as diffusion. Do you know what is diffusion? The movement of molecules from a higher concentration area to low concentration area is called diffusion. Here we can see the concentration of oxygen outside the cell is high compared to the concentration of oxygen inside the cell. So, the oxygen molecules, they move from higher concentration to lower concentration. That means these oxygen molecules, they enter the cell through the plasma membrane. This process is called diffusion. There is one more phenomenon through which the transfer of water molecules takes place between the cell and its surroundings. It is osmosis. The movement of water molecules from a place of lower solute concentration to a place of higher solute concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. Let us understand osmosis with a simple activity. Take some raisins. Raisin is covered by a thin semi-permeable membrane and it has a thick sugary pulp inside. That means the raisins have high concentration